if a military retiree ends up having TRICARE for life, do they need to have a separate Medigap plan?
That's a great question. And the truth is no. So as we talked about here, they really have the more coverage than they would get with the Cadillac Medigap plan available. So they could go, they have through TRICARE for life, the equivalent of more coverage than the Cadillac Medigap plan available on the market today, Plan G. So they're going to get more coverage automatically through their TRICARE for life benefits. So there's no reason to do that. It would be a complete waste of money. It would do nothing because of the coordination of benefits. Medicare A and B is the primary insurance, and that's going to pay first, and then the balance is going to get billed to the TRICARE for life automatically. There's a coordination of benefit. Functions just like a Medigap policy would. So if we add another policy in place, there's nothing for it to do anyways, but it wouldn't coordinate. You're just going to be paying premiums to an insurance company for nothing.
So to be clear, then they do have the ability to purchase an additional Medigap policy if they were sold that. Is that what you're saying?
Unfortunately, we have seen that many times by people we've talked to, veterans and their spouses, who talk to one of these people that have a license, probably graduated bottom of their class, don't really know what they're doing. They're kind of practicing on the people they serve, right? And they decided because they heard somebody regurgitate online that Medigap policies were the best thing in the world and the only thing somebody should ever buy, and Medicare Advantage plans are evil and you should never think about anything else. And so they throw everything else out other than the Medigap, and they tell everybody you should buy one. And unfortunately, for a veteran who has TRICARE for life or CHAMP VA, really a veteran or a spouse, if they purchase that, it's a complete waste of money. Guess who wins? The insurance company and the insurance agent. We have seen that, and it's a big frustration for us because we've seen people that are paying for almost a decade on a Medigap policy, and we end up talking to them when they're 75 years old, and we're like, "Why do you have this?" They're like, "I don't know. It's because somebody told me I needed to do it." And that was the extent of it. And they just did it because they told me it was the best thing to get. And all the while, there's been no claims even paid by that insurance company. So no, don't do it.
Don't do it. And I mean, can you speak to how often you've seen that happen? I mean, is that something that happens, regularly? Is there any way to measure that at all?
No, we don't really have a measurement for it, but I know that it's periodically occurring. It does happen. I mean, we help thousands and thousands and thousands of people every year. So there's a segment of people in there that we run into that. But what's nice now is we see so many people that are turning 65 that we help. So we're usually now able to help people through that initial decision-making process make the right one for their future.
And that's critically important. I mean, as you've already laid out, some of these consequences that we're seeing, it's much further down the road, wasting money on something that's not even going to do anything at all for them.
Right. So a lot of the people that we see where we encounter this is because it was a referral. Somebody we helped, they said, these people really know this stuff inside and out, backwards and forwards. Right. And they can do some things to really maybe put money back in your pocket, maybe customize what you have based on your situation. You just need to talk to them, right? Yeah. So we end up, they call in, our team talks to them, they have a brief consultation, and we find out in the discovery process that they're paying for something they haven't been using. They were just sold it. And so we've seen it where we're able to put hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month back in their pocket by eliminating coverage they were paying for that was not doing anything, and then customizing other parts of their health coverage plan that in turn puts more money back in their pocket.